Okay, let's see, where are we? Oh, yes. We were testing the receiver, I believe. Testing the SMS receiver. Right. Let's run it. Got to this part. Okay. Okay. Phone. Send message, and it should appear in the logcat. Okay. So if I send a message, okay, got to this. Okay, and the broadcast receiver works when when it's not on. Okay. So the SMS works. Now, what do we have our to do? Come on. There. Okay. So let's close all of this and see. The receiver. Let's create a log. Usually you do log t to create a tag, but like my class names are so big that well, I guess I can do SMS received and you do log d SMS received on receive. Okay. Okay. Now I believe that I need to check for the permission, right? So I imported lock and permission, and I have them in tests. Okay. Let's run. Did I set up the lock? I think I did. I think I fixed a bug. It was Friday, so like, was it a couple days? Okay, we have to uninstall. So we search, and this is our app. We uninstall it. Yes. Start it, automatically install the app, and okay, that's annoying. It's hidden, but that's fine. Allow, then it works. Then if I send a message, it should do nothing because it's off, right? So log account. And it should be this tag is what we're looking for, right? So send a message. It's working even though it's off. Okay, that means we need storage of if it's on or off in what's turning it on. It's What is turning it on? Okay, permission results on off. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where's it being added? Manifest? Am I adding it in the manifest? Changed listener? Control B, if checked enabled, if checked disabled. Oh well, let's look to see if I do this and that, does it disable it? Oops. Okay, it's still enabled. Is the package manager not working? Wrapper package manager. Okay, so the package manager just isn't created. So I think it's being added in the manifest right here. This receiver, it's being added right here. And if I want to add and remove it manually, let's look. I believe my other project has it. Come on. Load for me, please. Okay. All right. So let's close all of this. And let's see. On, off, yes. So this package manager, component name. Okay, what's component names from this factory? This factory says enabling and disabling the broadcast receiver. Okay, is it in manifest? Is the receiver? The receiver is in the manifest. Wait. If it's in the manifest, does that mean if I run it, I should uninstall it, install it again, activate the permission and see if the on-call receiver is. So log D. I don't have a tag. Let's see. As on-call receiver. It works. Okay, let's go here and do sizzle lights. Drag. Come on. Uninstall. Okay. Now save and run again. If I allow this, it's off, and then I call device. Look at the logcat. It should be okay. It's an end call, call again. So it's being called even though permission isn't set. So if I allow this, set my location, And, oh, okay. Stop app. That means I need to, okay, I'll just add a to do because I'm not doing this, but that's a bug. To do, remove receiver from manifest. So that it only adds the receiver when it's on, because right now it's adding when permission isn't granted. Okay, I'll save that. Okay. So I believe I can delete this. Right. And okay, let's run this. It should have removed the, it should no longer work. That's what I want. Okay, here, if I send a message, it doesn't work. And if I turn it on, it should still not work because that thing isn't made. Right. Does it show me the messages? It does not. But oh well. Okay. So now I need to do this. Right. And this is a wrapper. And I believe it's because if I go to, not that wrapper. Where is it? Wrapper, package manager. Okay. So those are fine. It's the components. If I remember, this is a final thing, right? Because it's creating a component name, and the component name is a final class, so I can't mock it, which is really annoying. So I won't be able to test the class because I'm not going to do static testing, because that's static testing is, I don't know. Like, I believe you can do final mock final classes, but it's like really, really annoying to do. So I won't do it. And it'll just be like, it's open to bugs and stuff. Right. So that means I'll just copy this. And I'll copy this for disable. And that means package manager needs a constructor that passes in the package manager. Let's see. It passes in the activity. Should pass in the package manager. That's better. All right. And it should also require the component name. So, all right. Now, okay, so I need to fix it here. So package manager equals get package manager. And then component name. So what did I have over here? So I created the component name by new components. Right. Okay, so over here it's new, component name, activity, and then broadcast receiver, SMS.class. Right. And it should be like this. And that should get rid of their package manager. Gotta change the name. That's annoying. I guess I'll just do uh, package manager. Let's see. Okay, do I use this anywhere? I do. Okay, what do I use it for? Enable and disable. So call this Shift F6. I'll call this enable, disable, broadcast receiver. Right. And then call this enable, disable. Right. Oh, okay. Okay. Now that took care of that error. And we're looking here. So if I do Control Shift T and create a test, I'll show you why you need like some special library or something to do this. It's because when you're creating the new enable disable broadcast receiver, you need like a package manager, and you can mock that, which is fine. But then you need a component name, and you cannot mock that. Well, let me run it and it'll give me an error because it's a final class, right? So this should just return. This should say it passes because it's not doing anything, and tests that don't do anything automatically pass. But because what? Final? Well, I can test it. Okay, so it would be a proper test would be enable, and we would verify that package manager, oops, times one, once was called, and then we copy this. Does it run? What? What? That means if I comment this out, it would fail, right? It should fail. You can mock it? What? Okay, I guess I am testing this class. That is so weird. Maybe it's a newer version of Makito. Okay, I'll name this properly. We are calling the enable, and we're passing in nothing. And then we're verifying, we're calling this, right? And what we're changing is we're changing component enabled state enabled. So we'll say enabled state. Okay. and these are ints. So that means it's fine. If I remember strings, so if this was a string instead of an int, a final int, I'd have to pass in a wrapper for this because the strings aren't set while the ints are, which is weird. Okay. So should fail. And then to make it pass, I copy this over onto this side, right? Like this, and it should pass. But it's weird that this works. I don't like that. Let's go like this and run it again. Let's close this. Don't need the manifest. Okay. Control Shift F12. Oops, not. That didn't do it. Control Shift F10. It's F10, not F12. Let's put the package. Right, so it passes now. Let's see. Control K. Okay, I do not need all these changes. What is it? What did we change here? Oh, we renamed that. Okay, okay. So let's okay, the first change is the manifest. Okay. And then the commit message. Come on. Show me the arrow. There. Okay. Commit message should be R remove receiver from Android manifest.xml. So that receiver is not on when the on off switch is. Okay. Okay, so we commit this one. Now the rest of it should all be changing the name of this and then the test. Control K. Okay, so I gotta check. Okay, changing the name. That's fine. This one is make a new one. Okay. This is wrapper. Is this removing? Gray is removed, right? Gray. So we removed wrapper. Oh yeah, we renamed it. Okay, so this is the rename. So let's just do the rename. So this is going to be renamed. Oh no, I didn't do it. Well, I guess I'm doing the entire chunk. That's not good, but oh well. I'm testing. I did two things in this commit, which you're not supposed to do. And this is for enable, disable broadcast receiver. Actually, this should be, yeah. Yeah, if I want to find it later, it's going to be named this, not the other one. So the first thing I did is I renamed the wrapper to enable this, right? I don't need the .java. And I created this test. Okay. And let's see. Log I have a log here. Let's unroll that. Roll back. Yes, just that. Okay. Component name. Yeah, I made that component. On last renamed. Okay. So commit. Okay. So now I do not want it called in here. Right. So I do, let's copy this. So I'm doing a constructor. I don't put anything, and it should be 0 of this, 0. I should delete this and deletes that. Okay. And it should be, I'm just going to do any in all of these. So this is an int, right? Any int. And then finally another any int. Right. So this should fail. Right, it fails. So I move it down into enable. Let's see if I have twice, the other one should fail. Control Shift 10. Right, it fails. So if I remove this, and I can remove the commented out. Right. Yes. Shift F10. Right. So it works. Copy. So this is T, and it's the test. I commit. Okay. And basically we do the same for the disable. Disable. Disabled. Right. Cause disabled. Okay. Now I do, well, this needs to be disabled and this needs to be disabled. Right. And if I run this, so I remove that space. It doesn't work. And if I, was it Control slash Control X, Control V, Control S, it should break this one because it's the same. Yeah. Right. So if I move it back to here and I have multiple, this should also fail. So when, oops. Oh, I was doing Control X, not Control Z. Oops. Okay. If I get rid of this, it should all pass. Yes, it all passes. Right. Right, right. Okay. And let's see. So, how long have I been? 30 minutes? I can do one more. I can do one more. Uh, let's see. How many to-dos we got? on, off. So what we just changed, I believe, the disabled is actually called. So Control B, see where this is called. Okay, does this Control B? It does. I should refactor and rename this. Uh, uh, let's Control F6. I'll call it enable, disable, SMS receiver. Or I could just call it SMS receiver. No. Power SMS receiver. SMS receiver power? Because like the power button. But power is like, power, like strength. Uh, ah, light switch. Switch? No. I'm using, hmm, hmm, button? No. On off? No. Power button? Controller? Manager? What's thing that does on and off? State? SMS receiver state? Changes the state, but it's just the controller. Oh no. I'll just uh, I'll just rename all that. It's like it's just a rename. It's yeah. Okay. So it is enabled and disabled, which means that if I run this in the emulator, like right here, if I send message the first time, it's already disabled, so it should do nothing because I removed it from oh wait, I need to add the and the tag will be SMS receiver. Right. And logcal search. Come on. There. Okay. So save, run again, because it has to update the app with install like the change. Okay. Okay, so I run it, nothing happens. If I turn it on, okay, why did it crash? What did I do? Main. Illegal argument. Does not exist in okay, this is public, so that's not it. So which class? It's this one. So the component, which is called here, which is this. Okay. Messaging notification when open. Dot broadcast receiver. Okay, and it's saying component class. Is it dot broadcast? What? What? Okay. If I temporarily move this into off on, does it have an easier time accessing? Right. So I send a message. I turn it on, it crashes. Okay, that's what's crashing it. What is happening? Component class does not exist. Okay, if I move it all the way to the top, so it does exist, right? Yeah, it exists with main, and I run that. Oh, I don't need this. I need to, if I turn that on, still crashes. Does not exist. Okay, Control K. Need to roll back this change. Okay. So, what? Cannot find symbol. What? What is this error now? Okay, the error is fine. Right, and this crashes it. Okay. Let's see. Let's ask Google Android. Receivers in class name. Okay, it needs to be in the manifest. That's wrong manifest. Okay. Now if I run this. Okay, it works. Okay. So that means this to do, and I cannot remove the receiver from the manifest. I need to like not default to receiver on because it's in the manifest. I have to rethink this. Has to be in the manifest to work. Yes. So try disabling or starting disabled something. Okay. Okay. So it's off. It should not give. Let's see. I do not have a SMS receiver re, re ah yes, okay. Let's restart. Send message, nothing happens. Turn it on and send message, it receives. Okay, so on and off is working, right? If I turn it off, it doesn't. Turn it on again, it does. Yes, okay. And broadcast receivers work even when your it's not open, which is what I want. I want it to when it's not open, but Messenger is open, that it checks in. But that was weird. So let's save that. I will not save this. Save. So bug fix. Need receiver in the manifest in order to disable it. But there is one, right? If I run it again and it's off, and I send a message, it's running, and that should not be. So so we need a to do somewhere, probably an on off. No. We need, this is a kind of global thing to do. Disable receiver initially. Right now it's on start, no matter what. It's on at start. Permission is granted, even though it's not on. Hopefully future Jordan understands that. Okay. Okay. Yes. I'm not doing that one. I want the comment. So, one warning review. Broadcast receivers that clarify much insurance. Can I copy this? Copy. Copy this and let's do like warning, to do warning, which is, that is a lot of text. Let's just, yes, okay. Let's commit this and go through the warning. And yes, I added a to do. And that's like a good stopping point. It's 45 minutes. Okay.